Educate and empower. A lifestyle change. Developing discipline. Triathlon training. 75 hard. The personal trainer experience. Okay, so the holidays are here, and with the holidays comes a lot of sickness just because people are gathering. Daycare's calling, toddlers get sick, we get sick. Last month it was RSV. This month it seems like it's influenza A. I don't know what next month will be, so I just want to be prepared. So I have created a 12 Days of Christmas AMRAP workout for all my personal training clients and anyone who wants to try out. I am going to be launching this 90-day women's health and fitness program January 2nd, and that will include 5 workouts, very similar to what this is going to be like. So this is a great kind of trial and error to see if this is something, 1, you would enjoy, but 2, if you're 5 minutes in and you're dying, you're like, I probably need that in January. So, just try it out. It'll be on YouTube, TikTok, basically everywhere. Now, 12 Days of Christmas is going to be styled. You have numbers 1 through 12. Whatever exercise is next to that number replicates how many reps of that exercise you will be doing. So whatever exercise is next to 1, you're doing 1 rep. Whatever exercise is next to 2, you're doing 2 reps. There will be some asterisks that will say, if let's say it's 6 reps each side. So watch out for those. But basically you do 1 of 1, back to the top, 1 of 1, add on 2. Back to the top, 1 of 1, 2 of 2, 3 of 3. Back to the top, 1 of 1, 2 of 2, 3 of 3, 4 of 4. You keep doing this cycle until you get all the way through 12, where your last one will be you running through each of those exercises as quickly as you can. For this exercise, you're thinking high reps, low weight. You're really trying to keep your heart rate elevated for a long period of time. If you get through this entire workout and you're like, yo, I couldn't do half of those, I do have a second workout that's like the 12 Days of Christmas, but they're a little bit more beginner level and modified. Like things like burpees really aren't on your list of like, I do those types of things. You have options. Lots of options. All right, everyone, make sure that you screenshot today's workout tutorial for future reference, but also tune into your own music. Pull this workout up on YouTube, put some headphones in, and let's get to it. Have yourself a set of dumbbells, and also, even if you are doing this workout at home, still put a pair of shoes on. All right, here we go. 12 Days of Christmas, 1 of 1. We have 1 inchworm. So walk it all the way out to your plank. Then you have 1 push-up. You can do this push-up on your knees if you need to modify that push-up. Then you're going to walk your hands all the way back up. Round 2, 1 of 1, 2 of 2. So walk that inchworm all the way out. Another push-up. Walk it all the way back up. Now, number 2, we are doing a 10-second squat hold followed by a squat jump. If that jump is too much on your knees, instead what I want you to do is a calf raise. So you'll just raise all the way up to your toes and fall back down to your squat. Back to the top, 1 of 1. So you have that inchworm, walking it out to your push-up. When you start getting fatigued after going through this so many times, if the same push-up is causing you maybe a little bit too much tension, you want to switch it up a little bit. You have tricep push-ups, wide push-ups, regular push-ups, diamond push-ups, lots of different push-ups, okay, that you could choose from. So change it up a little bit. Next, 3 of 3, we are going to be doing kneeling to a low squat. So you're going to have your dumbbell, you can have it to your chest like a goblet hold, and you're going to go up on one knee, back down on one knee. For this round, I have decided to lead with the same knee 3 times, and then I'm going to be switching and leading with the other knee 3 times. Throughout this workout, I kind of change it up. Sometimes I'll do every other knee, sometimes I'll do the 3 on 3. It kind of just depends on whatever I'm feeling that moment. All right, round 4. So back to the top, we've got an inchworm. And walking it out. Reminder, you can change and you can get yourself a drink anytime throughout this workout. But our main focus is that we are trying to continuously keep going. This is an AMRAP, which stands for as many reps as possible. And we're trying to get it done as soon as possible. So, squat hold, 10 seconds. Bounce if you want, make it a little bit challenging. This is fun. All right, back to kneeling. Quick coffee break. At-home workouts, they're, not always the same, but they're still enjoyable. But my pre-workout is coffee, and that's just, not right to me. Whenever you're looking at this kneeling squat, notice how I'm driving my knees directly in front of me. If you're doing this in front of a mirror, I want you to watch your feet. See if you have to swing your foot out to the side in order to be able to drive it forward. All
All right, 4 of 4 is going to be wonderful push-ups. So we have regular push-ups, tricep push-ups. Tricep push-ups, you're going to think about driving your elbows back. When you're in that push-up position, if you have to be on push-ups on your knees, you want to make sure that your body's in that straight line. Guiding your elbows back by your rib cage. Awesome, awesome. All right, back to the lovely, lovely top. So 1 of 1, you got that inchworm. You're going to walk it all the way out. This is a moment when I'm kind of questioning why I programmed that. But I did it. So here we go. Inchworm. Walk it all the way out. Push up. And walk it back up. Then we've got number 2. You got that 10-second squat hold. I find it time goes by if you dance a little bit. I don't know what song I was listening to at this moment in time, but I can't tell if I like it or if I don't. All right, 3 of 3, kneeling to low squat. I've decided to get a blanket because the floor hurts my knees. If you're doing this at Genesis, I encourage you to go to the turf area, get yourself a mat as well. It just helps driving your knees up. You can also use a pillow under your knees. It doesn't have to be a blanket. So you can see in this one, I'm actually alternating those legs back and forth. You just have to make sure that you're counting right because I went 3 on one side and 3 on the other. So that will be 6 total. All right, more push-ups. Push-ups, it's like a love-hate relationship. Like, I know they're important, but they're really not my favorite. But I do them because you need to. Look at my arm. See, that's why we do them. That's why we really do them. All right, number 5, we have burpees. There are a ton of different ways to do burpees. Grab yourself a drink before we get ready because the heart rate's about to pop. All right, these burpees, I've decided to do weighted burpees as well as chest down burpees. So I planted my dumbbells, I jumped all the way back, lowered myself down, jumped up into an overhead press. Now, this is probably the most intense burpee out of all options that you have. So if you're going for a real big burner and you want to push yourself, include the weight, and this is going to be the one you want to do. You have 5. Back to the top, we have those lovely inchworms, walking it all the way out. Give you the push-up. Yeah, see, my hair is back. You can tell those burpees. They got me. They got me. That's why they're so good. They hurt, but they're good. 10-second squat hold. Squat jump. Remember, squat to toes if your knees hurt. And jump. Next, we're back on the ground. Kneeling to squat. I was feeling very passionate about that song. Good job, me. Okay, so another thing, while this is going, I have attached a video of some modifications. So let's say every time you're getting on your knees, this is just like absolutely not okay, not enjoyable, nothing. Then you can go to my video that shows modified exercises where all of these can be substituted for different things. Tricep push-ups. Back to those burpees, of course. Quick coffee break. Mentally preparing for those burpees. Okay, so these are going to be called froggy burpees. So right now I'm in a bear crawl position. I'm on my hands and knees. And then I'm going to jump up into a low squat, plant my hands, jump back to the bear crawl. So you'll see that my leg is at like that 90-degree bend. That's what I'm looking for. All right, then we're doing front to back lunges. You're going to do 6, and this is going to be 6 on each side. So technically it's going to be 12, but we're going to count it as 6. You can choose to hold weights if you would like, so holding dumbbells on both sides of your body or holding a goblet hold. But you're going to step forward and you're going to step all the way back, and you're not pausing in the middle. Now, if you absolutely have to, of course you can, but the ultimate goal is to not stop in that position. In this video, I'm also trying to explain to you where should we be feeling these lunges. So when I reverse lunge, it's the forward foot. When I forward lunge, it's the forward foot. Going down into your heels, make sure that you're not going down into your toes. So you can also say I'm not taking super, super big strides here. It's not like I'm sprinting and trying to jump as far as we can. That's often when people start hurting their knees. And now we have round 7. So this round we are going to be adding on some reverse flies. So make sure that your dumbbells are close by. We're starting back at the top with 1, and then we have 2 of 2. And we'll keep going down until we get to reverse flies. So keep executing. All right, so now is about that time when we are going to hit number 7, our reverse fly. So I want you to grab those dumbbells. You're going to have your feet about hip width apart. You're going to drop those dumbbells down, and you're going to be taking them all the way backwards. See that slight bend in my elbow. In the back, you can't really see my back for this round, but every time I take those arms out, I'm thinking about pinching my shoulder blades together. And that's that. We're back to the top. Let's run it again. We're adding on number 8. These are going to be called all around the world, and you will need your dumbbells for these ones again. So you'll go directly from using your dumbbells for reverse flies and then using them for all around the worlds. Now, another thing I want to add about these reverse flies. Let's say at home all you have are 10-pound dumbbells, but doing this move, you may not be at a 10-pound dumbbell level yet. Something that you could do is you could just do one at a time. Next, we're moving into the all around the world. So this is going to be number 8. So you're going to have your palms face away from you, and you're going to take your dumbbells all the way up overhead and bring them all the way down to your sides. And you're trying to stay in line with your body. You really don't want your body moving a whole lot back and forth when trying to get those dumbbells up over place. So make sure that core is braced, those hips are pressed forward. Back to the top, we got round 9. We are going to be dropping it down on the ground to focus on some core work now. So take it through it, and I'll meet you at 9. All right, so with those all around the worlds, I really want you to tune in to the fact that you're really moving that scapula all the way up and all the way down. And you're staying in line with your body. You're also not wanting to contort it, meaning you don't want your spine to go in and out and in and out while you're executing these moves. Grab yourself a drink break. Next, we're taking it down to the ground. I want you on your elbows. You're going to be doing plank hip dips. If being up off your knees and on your toes is too much, you can drop down to your knees and execute this move the same way. This is going to be 9 hip dips on each side, so that means 18 hip dips total. Pat yourself on the back for that one. Stand up. We're going for round 10. We are going to be doing some plank shoulder taps. So I'll meet you there. Picking up where those wonderful plank hip dips, we are going to be moving into tall plank shoulder taps. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways that you could do these back and forth because we are going to be balancing on one arm. If you have to do this plank on your knees when first starting out, that is okay. If anything, it's great because I don't want your back hurting if your core strength is not there yet. But you're going to try to think about not wanting to wobble back as much. You can see that my hips are kind of swaying back and forth, but this is a natural movement. What we don't want is our entire body having to move from one side to the other side in order to be able to make those taps. Well done, me. Well done. Good job, everyone. We're back to the top. We're almost done. We have just a little bit of work. We are on number 11, almost to the bottom. Lateral lunges to an overhead press. So this is going to be a compound move and hopefully challenge your balance. So you're going to grab those dumbbells. I will see you at number 11. Finishing up on the ground, you are going to want to grab yourself one dumbbell. We are doing a lateral lunge overhead press, and I have this balanced power knee. This power knee is optional. It does add an added balance factor, which is also plays a great part into your core. And if you struggle with balance and coordination, this is just a good thing to try and add on to. But you're going to take a lateral lunge and you're going to put that dumbbell into the foot that you are lunging out with and all the way back up. You're going to do 10 on one side. Just kidding. You're going to do 11 on one side, and then you're going to flip it over and you're going to do 11 on the other for 22 total. Don't worry, guys. We're only running through this move 2 times, so I know you're getting tired, but keep pushing. You are almost done. And look at that, we are already done. All right, guys, this is our very last round. Everything we have left has to go into this round. You are finishing strong here, okay? I will meet you at the end at number 12, where we are going to be doing a 5-part compound move of Turkish get-ups. You could do this with your body weight. You could do this with dumbbells, with a kettlebell, but it's a great move, and it's our grand finale, so I'll see you at 12. All right, we are almost there, okay? We are basically at the finish line. Here is our last grand finale. This is called a Turkish get-up. We are going to be doing 12 total. You have 6 on each side. This is a 5-part move. As you can see, I'm holding a dumbbell above me, and I'm moving my body in a lot of different ways, which is requiring a lot of core stability as I'm moving through this. So bracing your core, taking these movements through very, very slowly is super important. Like I said, this is a 5-part move, but there's going to be some of us that can only make it to step number 3. I'm going to go through steps 1 through 5. First, sit up. Second, hips up. Third, foot under. Fourth, 90-90, then to stand. Step down, plant your hand, kick your foot, step down, repeat. Sit up, hips up, foot under, 90-90, and stand. Here we go. I'm going to twist it around, give you a different view. There we go. A couple more times. Sit up, hips up, foot under, 90-90, stand. Plant your foot, plant your hand, kick your foot, seat, all the way down. Keep doing that. I want 6 on one side, 6 on the other. Just remember those 5-part steps. If you find that kicking your foot under is a little bit too extreme, maybe you don't have the hip mobility for that yet, I just want you to do steps 1 through 3. So that when you're taking the sit up, the hips up, and then that 90-90, that may be all you can do. So steps 1, sit up, hips up. That may be all you can do right now, and that is okay. And I want you to focus then on pushing those hips as high as you possibly can. Finish these out, and I will see you at the finish line. All right, everyone, we are almost to that finish line. Great work with this 12 days of Christmas. This is a really challenging exercise circuit, okay? So this is a big cardio burner, endurance-based exercise. You added on weight. You may have done this at home. All the odds were against you, and you still took it on. So well done, everyone. I hope you enjoyed 12 days of Christmas.